I'm Nick Pomeroy with PR Equipment out here in Kearns, Texas. Hey, today we wanted to introduce one of our newest product lines here at PR Equipment, which is the Modern Ag line. You may have seen these around. We're not the only dealer that carries these, but there's a couple reasons why we took them on. One, price-wise and the durability is second to none. I really like a lot of the construction. They put a lot of steel into their products. But we also, a lot of folks really like this galvanized decking. And so what's cool about it is you get a 10-year rust limited warranty. And so as far as letting it rusting through the deck, that's not something you have to worry about. You may see some shredders out there on the market, especially if you're looking at used shredders, that probably have had grass setting and now they have rusted through the deck. That doesn't happen with a galvanized coating like it does with paint. So that's really cool. So we've got a pretty good lineup of the the 5s and the 6s here, and a 7 down here, which, like I say, these are the Super Sunshine models, which are the heavier duty ones. Then we've got a couple of the competitors. A couple things to be paying attention to is just how heavy some of the linkage is. These are not lightweight shredders. These are built very heavy. They weld the full seam, not stitch welding going on here. You know, if you've been around, you've probably looked at some shredders where they kind of do some stitch welding on the frame. These are solid welded, so the entire seam is welded. We've also got a 12-foot Predator here, the really nice smooth deck shredder, good heavier gearboxes than a lot of other competitors, but also a really good price point. So good 5-year warranty on the gearboxes and 10 years on that decking, that coating, you know, the galvanization. We've also got a 15-foot cutter here. One of the things I kind of like is these deck rings come standard. Sometimes that's an upgrade if you're shopping some other brands, but having the deck rings is pretty cool. In case you ever bend a blade, you won't cut through that decking. But that decking isn't light. When they build stuff, they put plenty of steel into it, so this is a really high quality cutter. We've actually already sold some of these commercially to cities, municipalities. They've been running these cutters for years and really like them. A couple other things though, this is really one of the products that we like the most, and we've been selling these or installing these for quite a while, and these are the front mounted cutters. What's unique about these, and it's like, well, yeah, there's a lot of these out there in the market. There sure are. But what's unique about the ones from Modern is that you don't need the zero return because of the style of motor that they're using. You don't need the zero return. So a lot of times if you find these cutters out there in the market, you really can't run them off your third function because they need a hose run back to tank regardless. With these, you don't need that. So they've got a bypass built in that prevents you from needing that drainage back to tank. And so these are able to run off your third function with just a simple in and out. So that's a really nice quality about these. Obviously, we like the galvanization, but they also, the blades, they're kind of cool. So they stick out past a little bit. So if you're doing any brush trimming and whatnot, they stick out past the deck a little bit with this spring retractable guard. So when you're not into the brush, you know, you've still got your protection, but when you get into the brush, it'll kind of push it back up and out of the way. So big fans of that. These are very nice. We've installed quite a few of these. And we, like say, you can run them off your third function. There's a lot to like about these. So y'all, if y'all in the market for a new shredder, maybe a new front mounted cutter, these are the pass layers from Modern. Come check them out here at PR Equipment. We'd love to set y'all up.